It's time for our lead guest of Super Bowl week. We wanted to have on a Las Vegas legend, a pillar of the Vegas entertainment scene, but they were all too busy and wouldn't get up this morning. So please welcome the great Carrot Top. Yeah. Hi, buddy.
Very well, very well. That's very well.
Carrot Top is,
How are you, buddy?
This is what, 18 years?
Yes. 18 years of the Luxor, yes.
Yes.
And I was just thinking, before your intro, that's absolutely the truth. Everyone would not come down here at this hour. We sleep in at night. They asked to do it. I said, I'll do it.
Did you go to bed last night?
Really late.
You did?
I watched the end of the Grammys, and then I tried to pass
out. Okay, so when you were on the Vegas scene,
yes.
When did you decide not to kind of indulge in the Vegas scene?
I never honestly have. I'm the biggest nerd in the world. I go in and out the back door and do the show and go home. It's every night. It's 6 nights a week, so it's kind of taxing.
Okay, but a lot of comedians...
there's always been time for drinking, gambling, hookers, and drugs. but that was early on.
Not on a regular basis.
Not on a regular basis.
Did you ever have...
Take a week off.
Did you ever have some rough nights here?
Yes, of course we did. Yeah.
Well, give me an idea.
Well,
What's a rough night?
Early on, you wake up, right around showtime. And you're like, oh, rough, come out of that pool, like you said. But you try not to have too many other nights, if you want to be a pro and be here ever, you got to kind of take it like a real job. Because people think, oh, you're Vegas, they always make fun of you. Oh, you go to work at, do an hour a night. Oh, boy, that's rough. But in reality, the show starts in, 3 in the afternoon, getting ready for it, writing, preparing, and then rehearsing, and then doing sound checks, and the meet and greet, and then the show. So you're there from 3 to 11.
When did you realize you could make this a career?
Just 20 minutes ago. No, I swear, I don't know. It happens so fast, right? You just one day you're trying to an open mic night and trying to get a gig, and then the next thing you know, they're like, this is your 18th year at the Luxor, so it goes by fast.
Okay, but when did you decide what your angle was going to be in entertainment?
Oh, yeah, with the props and all that? Yeah, I know. That's how I always tell young kids, is trying to find your voice and find out what is going to be your platform. I had no idea. I went up there, and I think my first joke was a neighborhood crime watch sign that I had stolen. And I walked on stage, and I said, sorry, I'm late. I'm in the neighborhood. And I said, how good is crime watch if they're not even watching their signs? And so it was a good intro, and it was funny, one, because I stolen it. But it was also true because it was true,
How much thievery goes on in your world?
A lot, yeah.
Is it sampling? Like in music, it's not stealing, it's sampling.
That's an interesting question with comedy. I try not to do that. I mean, beyond, there's always something that's a parallel thought. I just came up with something with the Chiefs and the 49ers. A lot of red. So it's easy to have a Trump face and a Biden face where they're both red. It's like red. I invented red. So right? I mean, I totally did. There wasn't red before I'd read. There wasn't red. But so you try to come up with stuff that's not, everyone's doing a Trump joke, but I try to think that might be my parallel to it. I don't know if people thought both his big redhead face.
When did you know that, okay, I made it?
Oh, well, maybe the first Tonight Show, where it's something legit, they walk you out and they say, you're standing on the Gold Star where Johnny Carson stood. It's kind of a big moment where you think, okay, I'm not in some bar, some strip club in Atlanta, entertaining topless girls. I'm actually on the Tonight Show.
Wait, you did stand-up acts at strip clubs?
Yeah.
How did that
I think
go?
every comic has done something like that. You don't all start out at the Luxor.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
No. Or on the Dan Patrick Show. You don't start out.
But do people yell at you because they want to see the girls?
Yes,
I got to be honest with you.
They hated me.
If I'm at the Gold Club and all of a sudden you're up there.
Yeah, please welcome Carrot Top.
Yeah.
Boo. I mean, 99% of the time when you hear please welcome Carrot Top, a boo comes out.
Why is that?
Well, because they want to see me, and I didn't want to see me. I wanted to see boobs too. So that was my salvation in a sense of being on performing at the strip clubs, because I had all my props. I'd have a fake pair of boobs, so I would hold them up like, look, I got boobs too, And so they would let me live another hour, because I would say, look, we're gonna go to boobs now, and then I would do one of my jokes. And then here's boobs again. So, the owner loved it. He's like, I like your creative way of keeping them from killing you. So, yeah. So
Who was your role model there?
Oh, well, George Carlin was probably one of the biggest ever. Richard Pryor, George Carlin.
Did you meet those guys?
Gallagher was great. George Carlin was tremendous. I knew him real well. Yeah. I remember I was at an airport in Philadelphia, and he walked over to me, or he was walking towards me, and I was walking towards him, and I thought, do I do it? Am I going to be that guy? Do I do it? So I'm like, Mr. Carlin, I don't want to bother you, but I'm a young comic, and I just wanted to say hi. And he's like, "Carrot Top," and it was just like this moment where he's like, "What are you doing, man?" I said, "Just off to another gig like you." And he said, "I love that joke you do. That joke with the paper cups and string. Ah, damn it, that's funny." And I said, "Oh, great." And I'm thinking, man, he knew my act. And the joke was a paper cups and string telephone. You'd say, "Hi, what's going on?" I've had it for years. Well, back then I said, we need an updated version of the paper cups and strings. So I'd have another cup that came out for call waiting. So I said, hold on, I have another call. Yeah, I got to call you back. I'm going to call. So the call waiting, it was good. And then after the call waiting, I had 3 cups for conference calling. And it kept growing, a joke that can keep growing. And then the punchline was the clear cup for caller ID. Like, I know it's you. I'm looking right at you. Thank you.
That's
Thank
good.
you. We got a good crowd back there.
Yeah, good crowd there. Do you laugh at your own jokes?
No, I don't think any comic laughs at their own joke. I laugh at them laughing at the joke. Like if I do a Trump thing and then they laugh, then I laugh sometimes with them. Yeah, but I don't sit over write a joke and just start laughing.
But
comics go, "Oh, that's funny."
But I always feel like when a comedian is trying to lead you to laugh at my joke because I'm laughing at my joke.
Right.
Like,
yeah, I do that. I mean, I definitely. But if you're sitting in a room full of comics, every comic will go, that's the typical response. Like, and that's funny.
how do you know when you're funny to other comedians, though? It's competition.
Well, right away. I mean, that's the most brutal audience you can have. So yeah, you're in a room with Seinfeld, like you just showed earlier. Talking to best of the best. I don't know.
Is
You
Seinfeld
throw
the
it out.
best?
Oh, the best of the best. Yeah.
Nobody's close to Seinfeld.
Well, I mean, he's in the top 10 as far as just the most classical comic stand-up.
No swearing. It doesn't go blue.
No, he's as I always say, got it. He's got it.
But Pryor was
Richard
unique.
Pryor was brilliant.
When Eddie got up there, when Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. There's been so many comics that have just been. I mean, some of the Dave Chappelle's now to the Chris Rocks to the. They're just. There's always these new guys that are. They're not even new. They're old like me now, but. That are brilliant. I mean, and that's what's fun about comedy. Just like music and sports, it's all different.
He's Carrot Top, 18th anniversary of his Las Vegas headlining residency at Luxor Hotel and Casino. Longest running comedy headliner in Vegas. Good for you. Just got.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
How has Vegas changed since you got here?
That's because Penn and Teller. That's the only one talks, so they can't be in the same category.
Because
We've been there longer. You don't even talk. So yeah. I think
how's Vegas changed?
Oh my God! Well, when I first started, I felt like that old guy. But when I started Vegas at 8 years ago, there was 10 shows. I mean, there were 10 hotels. So the MGM Grand wasn't even built yet. So when I started, so it was there's a joke in the show where I say your room's not ready, and I say, are you cleaning it? No, we're building it right now. We're finished building it. So it's in a sense it's true. I've seen Vegas go. Now we have the Sphere. The Sphere's, a billion lights to make the Sphere.
Yeah, I went to see it yesterday.
The Luxor one light. We just have one little light.
Yeah.
That's all we need.
Yeah, I went to the Sphere yesterday.
Did you go check it out? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've not yet seen it. I just beautiful.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Looks beautiful.
Are you going to the Super Bowl?
I'm trying. I don't have a ticket yet. And that's not why I came on the show. I just don't.
That's a good thing.
Way to go. I mean, it's a good way to start. You know? First day of the week, I'm promoting it. I don't have a ticket. I gotta get it. But I don't have a ticket. But I'm doing a lot of promotion. I'm doing a lot of things. I brought you these plants, and I'm doing a lot of things.
Thank you.
So.
I brought you the fire.
Yes, a beautiful fire. Yeah, and this never get near that. Don't let my
Okay, when did you decide on how long does it take you to do your hair?
no time. I mean, I think that's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time. No time. It's just some Sharpies, and yeah. It is what it is. Yeah, I had a lady at my show last night say, "I like your old wig better." That just made me laugh. Made me laugh in two ways. Like, well, it's not a wig, too, you know. But I like the old wig better. Yeah, I said okay.
What are you chewing on?
A cough drop.
Oh,
because it's like 4 a.m. Thanks. So,
when do you
Not
know?
like being at 4 o'clock in the morning in that freezing cold.
Oh, come on, stop! You're soft.
I am soft. I'm a Dolphin fan.
Yeah,
you know.
I know. Do the Dolphins make you cry like
Dolphins
Darius
make me
Rucker?
cry like Darius Rucker. They do. They do. Man, it's always next year. There's not going to be next year.
Did you
Stop
buy
staying next
into
year.
them? Did you buy into them this year? Okay.
Not day one. I wasn't a fan from day one, and everybody was like, "Oh no, dude." I'm like, "Nope." He's soft. He got hurt in the huddle. I mean, it's not easy to get hurt in the huddle.
So if anybody out there would like to take Carrot Top to the game.
Yeah, and not the Raiders game because they're not playing this week. So it's got to be somebody. I got Raiders tickets. I don't need Raiders tickets. The Raiders lost in a bye week. They didn't do good. I'm just trying my shtick out.
Yeah, you're working. You're working.
I'm working my
I like
shtick.
it. Yeah, I like you're warming up
Yeah,
there. Yeah.
I like my favorite one was I played Detroit, and Ford Field, right? So Detroit Ford Field. They're a big fan base.
Yeah.
Ford Field. No, I said they should get rid of the team. Okay, just get rid of the team and make it a Ford dealership because they would do so much better, right? It really would. And they're like, boo. And I said,
Well, go figure.
I said, I saw your quarterback at it was when Stafford was playing. So I said, Matthew Stafford was at a bar last night. I swore I saw Matthew Stafford. So I looked over and I said, I think that's Matthew Stafford. So I bought him a drink. When I gave him the drink, he looked over and he said, thanks. And then, nice of him, he gave me a beer. So he threw me a beer and hit the guy next to me. I said, that's Matthew Stafford. I told you that was Matthew Stafford.
Wow. And that doesn't go over well in Detroit.
No.
Okay.
Your police escorts here. Okay.
So 18th anniversary, and if you have a ticket, you'd like to take Carrot Top to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, man, I'll dress nice. I won't wear this. I'll comb my hair.
No. The Luxor, you've been extended to 2030.
30.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, I know, right? I'll be dead by then.
Can you last that long? I was going to say.
No, I'll be dead by then. But yeah, come before I die.
It's the Come Before I Die.
The Come Before I Die tour.
I like that.
Time, like a ticker. Ticker.
It could mean a lot of things.
Could be 3 more shows.
Monday through Saturday at 8 Eastern.
Yes, sir.
It's great to see you.
Yeah, you too. You too. All of you guys are great.
Thank you. Thank you. Carrot Top, everybody.
Thank you.